it makes sense.
I think in the Hebrew, we use the word diminishment and not tzimtzum.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should it not be in the guidelines? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that I think diminishment would be more accurate now that you know the word tzimtzum. And I'll explain myself.
Okay.
Tzimtzum is more, I would say, it has in it something that is nearing totality. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like an opposite, I understand.
Yeah. So, and definitely Tzimzum Aleph. Tzimzum Aleph defines, makes Malchut a sword. Meaning, you cannot, it's a samurai sword. You cannot play with. Okay. And it will be used later when we need to actually cut something, to cut clear something, like if you want the head of the left, Gal, I mean the three, okay, so we will use the power of Tzimtzum Aleph, or the power of Malchut, of the fourth aspect, or as we call it, the lock, Manula. Okay. So it's more to do with the expulsion. This is when we want to expel the rule and the domination of the head, or the thought, or the concept and consciousness of the self, we will use Tzimtzum Aleph, or the power of Tzimtzum Aleph, which is called Masach de Chirik, the screen of Chirik. It means the point which is under the line in Hebrew. In Hebrew, when you sort of give the sound for the word through punctuation. Okay.
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 That's why. Okay, that's why Hirik. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what it means. So of course, the position of it is not coming from Tzimtzum Aleph. The position of it, meaning the ability to use it as a tool for spirit work, comes from Tzimtzum Bet. Now, the difference between Tzimtzum Aleph and Tzimtzum Bet is that in Tzimtzum Aleph, there is what happens is happening only in the vessel. Of course, it happens in the vessel because of the will of the higher, because of the will of Keter, of the crown. Okay, as it expand, because the crown, Keter, is an expression of the will of the Creator. So it is quite clear that the expression of expelling the light will be in order to find the expression of Malchut as a self-expression in relation to the will of her will, in relation to the will of the Creator. So this is called Tzimtzum, and then it finds its screen, it finds its ways of connection, and it has a limited success, because what it succeeds to build is a system of the nine, or let's say, it's even not a nine, it's of the higher, of the higher vessels, which has nothing to do with the definition of Malchut and Tiferet, or Malchut and Zeranpin. It seems that for them, they stay below the point of engagement. They stay below taboo, which we call taboo, okay, which is we call the power of Malchut to finalize the extension of the light. But it has to do more with the state of the vessel. Tzimtzum Bet speaks about the way the higher, definitely Bina, can diminish itself in order to engage with the lower.
With Bina.
Yeah.
With Bina's help. Okay.
Yeah. So
in order to reach Malkut.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it is Tzimzum, but in terms of the light, it does not change its nature. Bina does not change its nature, or her nature, to be more precise.
Mm-hmm.
But she cause in herself limitation of her bestowal, or limitation of her presence, according to the ability of the lower. And the lower have to adjust and diminish its self-perception in order to be able to engage or to include itself with the nature of Bina. So Tzimtzum Bet is more about the expression of it, or the produce of it is more to do with diminishing. Diminishing in terms, not in terms of that it changes the fundamental nature, but it adjusting the expression of the fundamental nature.
Not the nature, but the adjusting.
Yeah, it creates, I would say, you can call it hand or parts of the body, or neuron, if we speak about the mind, that has the that has the function of limiting the engagement to where it's possible. It's okay.
Okay.
When we speak about, for example, I'll give you an example. When we speak about the ability to see,
I understand.
It's a full range. But when we actually speak about what is possible to see, it's a limited range. Not only in corporality, as well in spirituality, in spirit terms. I don't want to speak about any more spirituality. Okay. So the spirit has as well limitation of engagement. We can see that the highest point of its achievement or attainment is not to know, meaning not to see all, not to be able to be acquainted or to know it all. So its highest point is not to know that you cannot know, to know that you cannot see everything. And that it means that diminishment has to do more with the practice and deep understanding of concealment.
Yeah.
Okay. Why it is purposeful, why we need it.
Right.
So I would say that none of the usage, nor of diminishment, nor of tzimtzum is wrong, but we need to know that when we speak about chavruta, we actually, it's not a totality of erasing the self.
Right.
It's the effort and the endeavor, at least, to diminish it in order to allow engagement.
Okay, so.
But the power stems from tzimtzum.
I understand.
The power to do so stems from tzimtzum. Okay.
I think I heard also two things. One that I heard and one I want a distinction between. I think I'm hearing then that Tzimtzum Bet is a refinement in a sense of Tzimtzum Aleph, or that yes.
It's more than
absolutely.
a refinement. It's a partnership that was not there before. In Tzimtzum Aleph, there's no partnership.
Yes. Okay.
It's establishing a partnership that can sustain the worlds and spirits till they will gather enough power of light to actually work in totality.
Okay.
So what it means that it is truly a test. When a diminishment, it's truly a test of of our ability to devote increasing parts of ourself to the work.
Okay, so the diminishment perhaps ironically allows us
to start to engage.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
so
in order to get someday
Yeah.
maybe to true Tzimzum.
So this becoming smaller to smaller, this thinness. Okay. A related question. So, why is
I'll answer the third. The relation to working in three lines is that Tzimtzum Bet or Bina allows, let's say, the correct use of Tzimtzum Aleph inside the work, and that is through Masach de Chirik. This is what it does not dismiss it at all, but it's saying, let's use it where it's useful.
In order to find the third line.
We'll use it to diminish the left in order to be able, so it will be able to actually merge with the right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. A small distinction, or whatever the correct word is. Masach versus, not versus, but parsa is used only. There is the screen between the upper and the lower, and the masach is a different. This is, I've always wanted to understand this. The different idea.
Parsa is a particular masach, is a particular screen that is the produce of Tzimtzum Bet.
Yes.
So it is a screen.
Thank you.
But it has
a name.
Yeah, it's like you say, there are many borders, but there is a border between Israel and Syria. So a distinct border that is useful for work is called parsa.
Okay, thank you. I realize this is just so tiny. But
there are many screens. There are screens of tabur,
right.
The screens of the copulating malchut. But parsa is the name of the screen that allows work, allows tikkun.
Okay. I'm just smiling to myself. Okay, there's many locks also. There's many mono. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, great. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
This is why the name parsa in Hebrew is very close to the word to explain. Lefaresh. Meaning that it gives us, it's a screen of meaning that allows meaning.
Yeah, the intention.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.